homes and rebuild.
Hey, Cudahy to all my friends and relatives in four directions. This is Robert Pilot of Native Roots Radio presents I'm Awake. I'm here to ask you for your support. Finding honest Native-centered news is not easy. But with your support, we're able to provide accurate information about Standing Rock, Line 3, treaty violations, and COVID-19 in our Native communities. Please visit Native Roots Radio Network on Patreon and donate if you can. That's Native Roots Radio Network on Patreon. Miiskogihmiiwan, and thank you for your support.
Planning to ride Metro Transit? Starting Saturday, August 22nd, quarterly service changes will take effect on some bus and rail routes. These regular updates help Metro Transit match service to customer needs and make the best use of available resources. Before you travel, check to see if your route is affected. Updated schedules and a summary of all service changes are available now at metrotransit.org. Again, find those changes at metrotransit.org.
The city of Minneapolis is now on Native Roots Radio with Minneapolis AIR. AIR stands for American Indian Relations. Guest host Christine McDonald talks to people about important things affecting the city's Native communities. Minneapolis AIR dives into topics like public safety, public health, elections, and so much more. Tune in to Minneapolis AIR on Native Roots Radio from 5 to 6 p.m. on the second Wednesday of every month, right here on AM 950.
Culture prevents so many negative things from happening to us as individuals and as communities.
Strong roots begin with a healthy heart. For Indigenous women, heart health is part of caring for community, culture, and future generations. Even small steps can help protect what matters most. Discover ways to support your heart at hennepincounty.gov/hearts-beats, because your heart beats for generations.
Fair fun starts on Metro Transit. Instead of driving, park your car for free at one of 6 express bus sites and take a non-stop air-conditioned ride straight to the Minnesota State Fair. Or take one of the 3 regular bus routes that serve the fairgrounds. Learn more at metrotransit.org/state-fair. That's metrotransit.org/state-fair. With your AM 950 weather, I'm Patrick Lilia. Tonight, a chance of showers and storms with a low of 65, then Tuesday clearing with a high of 77. Maverick's Real Roast Beef has the best roast beef sandwiches in the Twin Cities, but don't miss out on the chicken, fish, brisket, Philly steak, and more. Maverick's is located in Roseville on Lexington Avenue, 1 mile south of Highway 36. Visit mavericksbeef.com.
Portions of Native Roots Radio may be pre-recorded.
It's a good day to be Indigenous.
Get up, stand up.
They are going to become more brutal.
Couldn't cut, hitting cut again.
Because all the hippies were trying to be Indians anyway.
They're going to become more repressive because it's a matter of dollars and their illusionary concepts of power.
Hey, Victor.
We must live in balance with the earth.
And also with recent happenings that wounded me.
I am awake. Welcome to Native Roots Radio presents I'm Awake, and I'm your host, Wakanja Hade. Hey, Cudahy to all my friends and relatives in four directions. You are listening to Native Roots Radio presents I'm Awake, and I'm your host, Robert Pilot. Hey, we discuss local, national, Native news and events, and as you know, Native issues are human issues, and human issues are Native issues. Hey, tonight, is it tonight?
It is.
Okay, it's night. So it's still light out, and it's 5 p.m. here in the Twin Cities, and I know we're all over Turtle Island, so there's different times we're being played on Civic Media and all other stations that we're on. Today, we're going to have Wendy with her Sacred Animal segments a little later, and we're going to talk about some stuff. I put down here Wendy is slash artist, and then we're going to have our producer slash artist, Miisko, talk about the news and updates, what's going on. So before, and I like to speak French, so without any further ado, let's bring Miisko on. Ho!
Bonjour, Gagana Aouya. My name is Miiskogihmiiwan. I just said hello, my relatives in Ojibwe-Mowin. I just want to come on here and just share a few things that I'm learning about, while working for the Circle News and Native Roots Radio. I've been doing research on various topics, which include art, environment, animals, just, all types of things that I just think is important for Native people and for anybody to learn about. And so I think the first thing I kind of want to bring or mention is give me one moment. I have my sources pulled up. But the Indigenous Protectors Movement are hosting an event called Protecting Pipestone Community Briefing and Public Comment Workshop. And so this will be this Thursday, August 20th, at the Minneapolis American Indian Center. And so what's happening is that Indigenous advocates call for protection of sacred pipestones. Concerns are rising over the proposed reroute of the petroleum pipeline near the Pipestone National Monument in southwestern Minnesota. This event that the Indigenous Protectors Movement are hosting, there will be sorry, sometimes I get nervous when I come on here, but
you're doing great, right, Wen?
Absolutely. Keep going. Just we're having a conversation. That's
Yeah.
all.
But panelists include Gabrielle Strong, Iktomi Washde-Wia, Nick Tilson, Fred Desjarlais. Just come out to the community, learn why Pipestone is important to Native Americans and why it should be important to you as well. The event will be catered. Just come out and learn the importance of Pipestone. The PUC's initial public comment period closes on August 21st at 4:30. So on August 20th, go to the Minneapolis American Indian Center and learn about what's happening. It's open to everybody, so make sure you're there. The next thing I want to talk about also it is including the environment, and this one is about actually the tribe that I'm enrolled in, Lac du Flambeau. Lac du Flambeau defends tribal sovereignty in multiple federal lawsuits. So in April of 2026, Wisconsin sued the tribe after it passed resolutions restricting non-member fishing for the walleye and muskaloon. I don't know how to say that word. I've been doing research, but it's like muskaloonge.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't fish that much. I only went once.
Well, as Wendy always says, fish feel pain.
Yeah. So they restricted non-tribal member fishing on 19 of their reservation lakes. And I believe they have over 200 or 260 lakes attached to the reservation. The tribe cited critically low fish populations and its responsibility to defend treaty-protected resources. A federal judge temporarily blocked the restrictions in May, allowing state-licensed fishers to continue fishing while the case proceeds. And if you guys don't know, Lac du Flambeau is a federally recognized tribe, and so when they are talking about defending their tribal sovereignty, tribes existed and predates the U.S. Constitution. And so what the government needs to do and what the tribe is doing is asserting their sovereignty. I have a few notes about this. One thing that I kind of want to mention is the Dawes Act of 1887. It was a federal law that was designed to break up communally held tribal lands. The government divided the reservation land into allotments, and this opened what remained to non-native settlement. This weakened the tribal governments, disrupted traditional land system, and caused native nations to lose millions of acres. And this is not just in Wisconsin, it's all over the United States where this happened. And this creates like a checkerboard where some of the land is owned by Native Americans and some of the land is sold or to non-natives. This also was created to enforce assimilation, and this was one way that they wanted to blend native and non-native. And again, this is tied to land. This is tied to yeah. So, do you have anything to say before I keep going? Because I can keep talking.
No, that's great, and that's so important that you brought this up. We don't talk about that much, so I really appreciate that. That we are talking about that right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Sovereignty is really important, and land back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So we got a couple more minutes. Do you have anything else for us?
I just want to say, grateful to be here, grateful to learn about the news. There are other, lawsuits happening. I know in 2023, they closed their roads to non-tribal members. That got handled. But the question that I have is to what extent can tribes assert their sovereignty? And, when does the federal government step in? I know that there's agreements, there's treaties, but, the tribe has a right to, assert whatever laws and regulations they have, especially when it concerns the environment. And, when can the federal government come in and say, no, you can't do that?
Yeah, excellent point. And, we have been here for thousands of years. And, when we talk about government to government, sovereign nations, that's just like, France in the United States. It's like that. And I don't think people know that or understand that.
What do you mean, France and the United States?
France is a sovereign nation, and so is Native Americans, and so they should be treated the same way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, thank you, you guys. I talk in riddles here. I'm glad you guys are here to decipher, Wendy.
I have about over 10 years of deciphering those riddles, but I know what you mean, Robert.
You might want to tell our audience what you mean by that, Miisko.
Oh, I was a student of his, so. He speaks in broken sentences sometimes. We have to learn to put it together.
Wow, this is Native Roots Radio, and I guess
I've been deciphering for 26 now.
We'll be deciphering what I have to say
Minutes
here.
underwater.
Huh? Oh, geez. We'll bring that up. Bring it up. Yeah, up next, deciphering more what I have to say, and we'll talk a little bit about the state fair coming up and some other things. And this is Native Roots Radio, and we'll be right back.
Stay with us.
Oh.
Maintaining our health, particularly our heart health, is very important to us as a family.
Your heart gives you time with family, time with community, time to pass down what matters. Protecting your heart helps keep those moments alive. A visit with a healthcare provider can be one step toward a healthier future. Learn more at hennepincounty.gov/hearts-beats. Your heart health is essential because your heart beats for generations.
Unwanted sexting or photos, inappropriate jokes, even tickling or wrestling can feel like a violation. Catcalling, cornering, or groping, getting them drunk or high for sex, recording sexual acts without permission, hurting someone because of their sexual orientation, raping a family member, a child, a date, a friend, a stranger, purchasing a human being for sex. You make the choice every single time. Sexual violence is many things. Make a choice. Do not do it.
Sponsored by the Minnesota Indian Women's Sexual Assault Coalition.
Hey, it's Robert Pilot from Native Roots Radio. For a meal that feeds your soul and health, check out Gatherings Cafe. Located in the renovative Minneapolis American Indian Center, Executive Chef Vernon Defoe and team serve up incredible indigenous flavors. Gatherings Cafe has amazing bison tacos featuring lean protein from native wise, corn tortillas, and homemade sides. It's fresh, local food rooted in ancestral knowledge. Stop by for breakfast or lunch. That's Gatherings Cafe, where tradition meets innovation.
The city of Minneapolis is now on Native Roots Radio with Minneapolis AIR. AIR stands for American Indian Relations. Guest host Christine McDonald talks to people about important things affecting the city's Native communities. Minneapolis Air dives into topics like public safety, public health, elections, and so much more. Tune in to Minneapolis Air on Native Roots Radio from 5 to 6 p.m. on the second Wednesday of every month, right here on AM 950.
Welcome back to Native Roots Radio Presents I'm Awake, and this is Robert Pilot. Hey, welcome back, everyone. We are here with Wendy Pilot and Miisko, and they're here to decipher what I'm going to be saying here. I appreciate that. You know who really does a good job of deciphering what I say is Robert Lilligren, too.
Yeah, because he'll say what Robert means to say, or what Robert's talking about, or what Robert meant to say is...
Well, you wanted to thank Miisko,
I want to say thank you, Miisko, because for 26 years now, Robert will tell me something, and I'll look at him with a blank stare. And then he gets annoyed because I don't know what he's talking about, but he talks in the middle of a subject. So instead of, talking from the beginning, the middle, end, he just goes right in the middle, but you don't know what he's actually talking about because he didn't tell you about the whole beginning part, So
that doesn't make a very good radio host, does it? Now that I think about it.
You have good guests. That's what strings you along and
that's right.
You out. Plus, you have a nice voice to listen to, and you're funny.
Oh, thank you.
So it makes up for the,
Miisko's shaking her head. Yes. Do you want to comment on Wendy's comment?
Yeah, I just want to say sometimes, our brains work faster than our mouths do. And, same. Sometimes I do the same thing. So as much of deciphering of Robert's words, he also deciphers mine.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
She's so kind.
Yes, very kind. So we can talk a little bit more if you have anything else, but also we want to talk a little bit about the fair. And it's funny too. It's not funny, but both you guys are artists, and I have a heart of an artist. I'm a musician, so I cry at like sad commercials and things like that. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot going on with the fair, and Wendy and Miisko, we'll be there on the 30th, meaning Indigenous Peoples Day, and on the first Thursday and Friday we'll be live. Native Roots Radio will be live at the fair at the West End Market, right next to Native Roots Trading Post, and come on down and see us and buy a T-shirt.
Yeah, the fair starts Thursday, August 27th, and it runs through Monday, September 7th. And again, we're in the West End, Native Roots Trading Post, and we have a lot of our own designed and handmade items. Mm-hmm. We have our T-shirts. The designs are all ours, but we have them, printed out. And we have soy candles, handmade, and all the scents are concocted and designed by our daughters. They came up with the smells and the scents, and then mists. Jaleesa makes mists where you could spray it in the room to help the room smell better. You could spray it on your pillow before you go to sleep at night, or you could spray it on your body. Yeah. And we have a lot of all different kinds of arts and all kinds of stuff.
We have a bunch of native made earrings too that always sell. We have hats. You're on native land, and also we're on native land. We've come up with that one. Wendy, there's going to be something a little different too. And I guess we are going to get into fair talk. You're going to have your hummingbird in the booth, among a bunch of other things. But I'm excited to see that. Your art goes really well in Native Roots Trading Post.
Thank you.
One of the things we always talk about is, ask who made that. So, you being married to a Native American, you can make these art as long as you say that you're who you are.
Right. Exactly. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that.
It's true. Yeah. It's true. And Miisko's straightened me out on that too, right, Miisko? It's like, it's important to know who makes the art.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important. And
Robert Pilot's wife
yes,
painted this bison.
yes.
I
What do you think?
agree. Yeah, also, I think art in itself, everyone always just says, oh, they're copying my flowers or they're copying my this. And I get, yeah, sometimes we do have a lot of similar designs. I'm speaking from within the Native community, but also if you look out at nature, we're all inspired by the land that's around us and the creatures that, are walk on this earth. And, it is important to ask who made that art because it's representative of that person. But at the same time, we all view the world differently, and that's just an expression of how Wendy views the world.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cry.
I try to
that was
get
beautiful.
get an inspiration from something like you said, Miisko, being outside, looking at other artists' art, or sometimes I come up with designs in a dream, and then I make it my own. I don't want to, copy anybody else's art. I'll copy other people's art to practice, but I won't sell that art or I won't put it out on display. It'll be for my own viewing.
Yeah.
But I won't copy anybody's art. I'll just get inspired by it, though.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
And also we have laser engraver, and there's art being engraved where you have the baseball cap with the hummingbird, and you have the T-shirt, and there's a jean jacket too. But now there's going to be puzzles too.
Yeah. So I painted a hummingbird for a Pride when we were at Pride, and we took the hummingbird and put it on different items. And anybody could paint a hummingbird, but this is my interpretation of my hummingbird. So yeah.
I don't know if everyone can paint a hummingbird.
Well,
but what's cool too is the hat's beautifully done, stitched.
Yeah, it's embroidery.
Yeah.
So it's nice. It's not a sticker or anything.
No.
Yeah, I'm excited about my hummingbird.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of other stuff too, and we're really excited. This will be our 6th year at the fair.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I was kind of all over the place. So Monday or Thursday and Friday, the first day of the fair, we'll be out there. You can meet Miisko in person. She'll sign autographs. She'll, and we'll set up there. I'll be manning the store, and I do believe at 2 p.m. The Gailey Show will be there, and then from 3 to 4, Matt McNeil will be there. So
nice.
There'll be fireworks happening at Native Roots Trading Post. So we're excited.
That's fun.
We're excited that that's happening for 2 days, and then we're over it. Then we're over the fair. Then we want to go be visitors and
walk around. Yeah.
We love that.
I find a lot of vegan food at the fair, which I'm really happy about. And then we just people walk and see everything.
Yeah. We used to go there like 8 or 9 times. Yeah. And then the first year we were at the booth, we worked every day.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're still married, but we worked every day.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was hard. Now we have the kids do that.
Yeah,
but,
exactly. And then I want to mention too, the 30th, which is a Sunday, it's Indigenous Peoples Day. And we're going to be all out there, Miisko, and hopefully you'll be out there too, Wendy. We're going to be tabling for the Circle magazine, which I'm a part of, and giving out free State Fair / first day of school
edition,
back to school
edition.
And we're really excited to be handing those out free. And let me back out.
Circle magazine.
And let me back up again.
Yeah.
They'll be giving away at Native Roots Trading Post every day the free magazine
of the Circle. Yep.
Yes.
The State Fair and Going Back to School edition.
Yeah. Look at that. Miisko was shaking her head going, yes, now I understand what Robert's saying with the little edits, right, Miisko?
I was like, yeah, you're almost there. Keep going. Oh, you got it, Wendy. You got it. But yeah, again, the 30th is Indigenous or Native Heritage Day, Indigenous Peoples Day at the State Fair. Again, that's Sunday, August 30th, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Dan Patch Parks. It is hosted alongside organizations like Native Government Center and Natives Indigenous Food Lab. That day there will be cultural programming, performances, and community booths. Have fun. The State Fair is all about food. So they'll have, food. I Actually, when I was in high school, I went there and we got to do a live food demo as Dream World Health. So I'm super excited to see all of the organizations that are working together to, give us this amazing Indigenous Peoples Day. There's live performances. So I know New Native Theater is going to be there with a live performance. There's a lot of programming, a lot of swag, special giveaways, hands-on activities, educational opportunities, presentations, food sovereignty, and cultural heritage. So again, I invite everyone to come out on Indigenous Peoples Day from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Dan Patch Park on August 30th.
Well, perfect. And before we take off, I want to say also on the 31st and the 1st at the fair, Gary Farmer, who will be on tomorrow, will be playing with Keith Sokola two nights there, and that's going to be exciting at the West End Market. And
nice.
That
There's
band
a stage there, yeah,
and
at the West End.
and they're rocking the blues, so it's really exciting. And I just sprung that out on
What
Miisko.
instrument does he play? Or
The
does he
harp,
sing?
the mouth harp,
Oh, wow.
the harmonica.
Cool.
So, hey, this is Native Roots Radio. We're going to take a quick break, and we have updates, and this has been fun just chatting. And again, Miisko will be there, and Wendy will be there those days signing autographs. So stop by. This is Native Roots Radio. We'll be right back.
Stay with us. The city of Minneapolis is now on Native Roots Radio with Minneapolis AIR. AIR stands for American Indian Relations. Guest host Christine McDonald talks to people about important things affecting the city's Native communities. Minneapolis AIR dives into topics like public safety, public health, elections, and so much more. Tune in to Minneapolis AIR on Native Roots Radio from 5 to 6 p.m. on the second Wednesday of every month, right here on AM 950.
Planning to ride Metro Transit? Starting Saturday, August 22nd, quarterly service changes will take effect on some bus and rail routes. These regular updates help Metro Transit match service to customer needs and make the best use of available resources. Before you travel, check to see if your route is affected. Updated schedules and a summary of all service changes are available now at metrotransit.org. Again, find those changes at metrotransit.org.
Hey, it's Robert Pilot from Native Roots Radio. For a meal that feeds your soul and health, check out Gatherings Cafe. Located in the renovative Minneapolis American Indian Center, Executive Chef Vernon Defoe and team serve up incredible indigenous flavors. Gatherings Cafe has amazing bison tacos featuring lean protein from native wise, corn tortillas, and homemade sides. It's fresh, local food rooted in ancestral knowledge. Stop by for breakfast or lunch. That's Gatherings Cafe, where tradition meets innovation.
Heart health is more than just the physical well-being. It represents like a foundation of vitality, resilience, and the ability to live fully.
Your heart carries stories of resilience, love, and survival. Caring for your heart means honoring yourself and the generations before and after you. It means protecting your ability to gather, laugh, and be present. Learn more about your heart health at hennepincounty.gov/heart-beats, because your story matters and your heart beats for generations.
Fair fun starts on Metro Transit. Instead of driving, park your car for free at one of 6 express bus sites and take a non-stop air-conditioned ride straight to the Minnesota State Fair. Or take one of the 3 regular bus routes that serve the fairgrounds. Learn more at metrotransit.org/state-fair. That's metrotransit.org/state-fair.
Cafe Latte offers made-from-scratch soups, salads, sandwiches, and mouth-watering desserts.
So come check out their pizza and wine bar, or get a treat from the bakery made fresh daily. Plus, you can still do online ordering and takeout, along with gift cards. Just go to cafelatte.com and choose from their ever-changing selection of award-winning salads, sandwiches, and soups. Cafe Latte is located off Victoria and Grand and online at cafelatte.com.
Hundreds of thousands of veterans have taken off their uniforms and put them away, carefully packed and safely stowed. But for some veterans, the uniform isn't so easily removed. The emotions experienced while serving continue to weigh on them. Life after service is different. Many veterans find transitioning difficult, and daily life is no longer as enjoyable as it once was. Some feel overwhelmed and lost. But that uncertainty doesn't take away from their strength and courage, nor does it take away from the sense of duty veterans carry with them. The transition from service is different for everyone. If you are a veteran going through a difficult time, or know one who is, the power of one person, one connection, one act of compassion can make a difference. For free 24/7 confidential support, call the Veterans Crisis Line at 1-800-273-8255 and press 1, or visit veteranscrisisline.net.
With your AM 950 weather, I'm Patrick Lilia. Tonight, a chance of showers and storms with a low of 65, then Tuesday clearing with a high of 77. Maverick's Real Roast Beef has the best roast beef sandwiches in the Twin Cities, but don't miss out on the chicken, fish, brisket, Philly steak, and more. Maverick's is located in Roseville on Lexington Avenue, 1 mile south of Highway 36. Visit mavericksbeef.com.
AM 950, the progressive voice of Minnesota.
Hi, I'm Jane Fonda, and you're listening to Native Roots Radio.
And we're back to Native Roots Radio presents I'm Awake, and this is Robert Pilot. Hey, we are back. This is Robert Pilot. We're here with Wendy Pilot and Miisko, and the producer, and both you guys are artists. Hey, this show gets, everywhere I go, people, ask about you. They don't ask about me, but they do recognize me and recognize my voice.
Mhm.
We have somebody from Australia that's chimed in, Wen.
Yeah, so we're live here and people get to comment and leave their comments. And we have a comment from Steve, and he's from Brisbane, Australia. And he says, good morning, because it's only about 8:30 there in the morning. So he says, good morning from Brisbane, Australia. Always good to catch up with your news. Locally, we are watching the fencing off and destruction of good inner city green space for the Brisbane 2032 Olympic Games. So, yeah, that's pretty sad when you have really beautiful green space and they're using it for something else. So,
Well, I want to
sorry
say,
about that,
I want
Steve.
to say a big peeny gigi for listening, Steve. And we have a hashtag, Save Victoria Park hashtag. So we want to amplify that too. So when we're talking a lot about a lot of stuff, a lot of things have happened since you've last been on. And I was wondering if you wanted to, I don't want this rest of the show to be super sad, but sometimes it is sad and things are sad. But I know we've been following this Eagle family, and there's things that happen.
Yeah. So Jackie, the famous 14-year-old bald eagle from California's Big Bear Valley, who I was telling you guys about, she died, unfortunately, on August 10th in the early morning hours while she was receiving intensive medical care at the Ojai Raptor Center. Following her heartbreaking passing at the Ojai Raptor Center, wildlife officials have shared the final journey for Jackie, Big Bear's iconic bald eagle. After a thorough necropsy performed at the San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance, her remains were transferred into the custody of California Department of Fish and Wildlife. From there, Jackie's remains are being transferred to the National Eagle Repository at the Rocky Mountain Arsenal National refuge near Denver, Colorado, operated by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. This unique facility carefully receives, stores, and distributes bald and golden eagle remains, feathers, and parts to enrolled members of federally recognized Native American tribes for traditional, religious, and cultural ceremonies. At the end of the day, Jackie will continue to influence and educate. And I'm really happy that her remains are going to federally recognized Native American tribes. And it was a wonderful post on Facebook. I just want to give Deb Moon a shout out for following this and posting on Facebook about Jackie. That the question was, do you feel that it's the right thing to do with Jackie's remains to go to the tribes? And I have to tell you that 99% of the comments were positive, and that everyone believed that that's where her final resting place should be. So if for those of you who don't know about Jackie, she was a couple with Shadow, and they had babies together. And there's an Eagle Cam at that you could follow. Shadow is still out there, and they believe that Shadow is starting to begin relationships with another eagle. So
what?
Well, you know,
I guess it happens quick.
It does happen quick. You know, they have to get together and reproduce, and that's their goals in life. So we're sad to hear about Jackie. It seems that she had kidney problems, and her bone marrow was not producing the blood that she was supposed to have. So her blood levels were very low. She was a chronic anemic. And I feel relieved that she died at the Ojai Raptor Center instead of dying in the wild. I just feel like she would have really suffered. Other animals would have tortured her, and it would have been really a horrific death in the wild. So for me, I'm happy that she was at the O'Hare Raptor Center getting really good care, and they were taking care of her pain so that she could pass peacefully and with dignity. And
Did they pull her out of the water?
They did.
Yeah.
So what happened was, there were two younger eagles who were attacking her. They probably sensed that she was weak and something was wrong. And, maybe they wanted to take over her nest or, get her out of the way because they wanted to get with Shadow. Who knows the reason, but there were two younger eagles who attacked her, brought her to the ground, and she did end up in the water. So she was kind of flapping around in the water, and then a person saw her, and they called, the people to come and get her, the wildlife people, the ranger or whatever. And then, from there she went and, got help, and they found out that she was really, really critically sick and critically injured. Their first observation of her is, and what they think of right away is lead poisoning. But she didn't have any lead poisoning. So,
and we've talked about that over the years here at University.
So gunshots, wounds from hunters
With
leave lead
Yeah.
in animals, and then they gut the animal at the scene. Many of them do, and then they leave gut piles, and the gut piles have lead pieces in them. Just really a very small piece of lead that's ingested by eagles or any other animal can really be devastating. So
Use copper bullets if you must go out and hunt.
That's a whole big other whole
yeah, we've talked about that over years.
That at the legislator. We've talked about with humane animals.
Legalize.
Like let's get rid of lead shot. let's use different bullets. There's lots on the market, and also lead sinkers too.
I was
Thank
just
you.
going to say that.
I couldn't think of the word. Yeah. So, fishermen too use lead sinkers, and then they get lost, and then I don't know. Lead is bad. They took it out of paint for a reason. They took it out of gasoline for a reason. Yeah. It causes brain damage. And
hey, I want to give a
kinds
quick
of
shout out
things.
to Kevin. He's from Central New York, and he must be grooving on your accent, Wendy.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Because when I go back to New York, my family tells me I've lost my New York accent.
You sound
but
like you're from Minnesota.
people here still say I have an accent, so I must still have an accent. But maybe it's not as bad as, as strong.
You're not from Yonkers anymore.
Or the Bronx.
Or the
from
Bronx,
Long
right?
Island.
Yeah.
Long Island has another accent.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, lot going on. I just want to mention too, when you haven't been on for a while too, and we just want to give a shout out to our friend Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan for her landslide victory
in the primaries. Yeah, she did really wonderful, and that was great. And we're just going to stand behind her and support her. So I'm glad about that. I wanted to just bring up that one thing about the Wildlife Rehabilitation Center. Most states have a Wildlife Rehabilitation Center. And on my Facebook page, our neighborhood page put up that there was a squirrel that needed,
my God,
right?
Yes.
What was that, last week?
Yes.
Yeah. So last week on my Facebook page, somebody was like, oh my God, there's a hurt squirrel in our alley. And I have a toddler and I can't bring it anywhere, but can somebody come and get it? So I went, and the woman, her name was Michelle, and she met me in the alley, and she held up the crate, because I brought a crate, I brought gloves, and I brought a towel. And I was able to pick up this little squirrel, and I'm waiting for an update to see how the squirrel is doing. And in Minnesota, in Rosedale, there's a wonderful wildlife rehabilitation center there that take in orphaned and hurt animals, and they rehabilitate them, and hopefully they're able to put the animals back into the wild. And you know what I just found out the other day? Who volunteers there?
Who?
Sadie. She was telling me that she loved working with the birds, and it was like really awesome. And
Sadie, I need more lasagna if you're listening.
And she really, I couldn't believe it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was just there with a squirrel. And I brought squirrels over the years, and I brought bunnies over the years, and I brought even a bat one time.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Hey, Kevin's from Syracuse, so just give him a shout out here.
Oh, from Syracuse. Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Just want to say, hey, one thing I wanted to bring up too, Wen, is that I was at the Twins game with credentials and everything, and Marn from Spirit Care threw out the first pitch and was recognized by the Twins as a do-gooder, and that was awesome.
That's
and
great.
The person that won the year before was Tony Drews, our Noshki Games person.
Wow.
And then he nominated her. So
that's amazing.
It was amazing.
So Noshki Games, we carry his games at the fair, and we sell
West End Market,
and we sell his games at our booth. And they're a lot of fun. They're Native American games. I don't know if he made the games up, but they're...
Well, he kind of modernized them too, because there's
He does the puzzles too, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing some puzzles for him too.
Okay, awesome.
But we're going to be cutting some puzzles for him after we get your big order done.
Mm-hmm.
And just to throw that out there, we'll run an ad about doing wooden puzzles for you out there. Wendy's new business. Hey, this is Native Roots Radio, and we got a few things to talk about. We want to mention our family member that's moved on, and just to bring up a little update for everybody that knows Wanda, and we wanted to talk about that in the next segment. So it's gonna be a little hard, just to put that out there for people.
I'm going to take a deep breath and just do it.
Yeah. Hey, this is Native Roots Radio, and we're going to be right back after this short break. Please stay with us.
Fair fun starts on Metro Transit. Instead of driving, park your car for free at one of 6 express bus sites and take a nonstop air-conditioned ride straight to the Minnesota State Fair. Or take one of the 3 regular bus routes that serve the fairgrounds. Learn more at metrotransit.org/state-fair. That's metrotransit.org/state-fair.
The city of Minneapolis is now on Native Roots Radio with Minneapolis AIR. AIR stands for American Indian Relations. Guest host Christine McDonald talks to people about important things affecting the city's Native communities. Minneapolis AIR dives into topics like public safety, public health, elections, and so much more. Tune in to Minneapolis AIR on Native Roots Radio from 5 to 6 p.m. on the second Wednesday of every month, right here on AM 950.
Planning to ride Metro Transit? Starting Saturday, August 22nd, quarterly service changes will take effect on some bus and rail routes. These regular updates help Metro Transit match service to customer needs and make the best use of available resources. Before you travel, check to see if your route is affected. Updated schedules and a summary of all service changes are available now at metrotransit.org. Again, find those changes at metrotransit.org.
Culture prevents so many negative things from happening to us as individuals and as communities.
Strong roots begin with a healthy heart. For Indigenous women, heart health is part of caring for community, culture, and future generations. Even small steps can help protect what matters most. Discover ways to support your heart at hennepincounty.gov/hearts-beats, because your heart beats for generations.
Hi, it's Dr. Evan Adams, and you're listening to Native Roots Radio. Hey, Victor, you better be listening.
In this portion of the show, we'd like to bring awareness to our wolf and bear populations throughout Turtle Island. Say no to the hunts.
Oh!
Hey, welcome back. This is Native Roots Radio, and thanks for jumping in there, Miisko, with the little howl.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't say this, but I should say this. I want to introduce my awesome and beautiful wife, Wendy. Wendy's been an animal advocate for many, many years. And I wanted to say, too, I saw my sister at the Twins game, Mary C., and she was just so enamored with what you did with the Beagles. She brought that up right away.
Yeah, another update is the last 155 Beagles that were in Riglin are out. They've all been out. The last 155 are mostly younger dogs and puppies. So finally, there are not any more dogs in Riglin Farms in Wisconsin, which was a large breeding facility, and they did experimentations on dogs. So it's closed down.
And she was just so proud of you being there, and all the stuff that you and
a lot of
it was
people,
like 1,000 other people there.
Yeah, there was a lot of people there.
Yeah, it was awesome. I just wanted to bring
anyway.
that up again.
Yeah, I'm so happy it's closed and all the dogs are out. Yeah.
So we got an update. People know us on the street and know when we talk. We used to have a cat that would knock into the door every time it was a sacred animal segment and jump on your lap and
start meowing.
Start
That
meowing.
was Lucy, yeah.
Yeah, and in our being together, we've had 3 dogs and 2 cats, and 2 dogs and 3 cats. And now we are down to no animals, no sacred animals at the pilot house, other than all the squirrels and stuff you feed.
Our poor little Wanda, her last day here was Thursday morning.
Yeah.
This past Thursday morning. And so everybody knows who listens to the show regularly that she was been sick for quite a few months with a collapsed trachea and an enlarged heart. She was on a lot of medications, and she was under veterinarian care, and we were doing the best that we could to keep her as comfortable for as long as we possibly could. And Yeah, Thursday morning was bad. She, progressively getting worse. A collapsing trachea is one of those things that just gets worse over time. And, well, she lasted a lot longer than the vet said or thought she would, so that's a good thing.
How well you took care of
And
her
we
during your
well,
time.
you too. We both, we were giving her medications around the clock. We were, doing everything we could to keep her comfortable. But yeah, Thursday morning, we humanely euthanized her. And the house hasn't been the same.
No.
Like Robert said, we've always had multiple animals, and when one passed, we would feel the pain of that, but we'd also have the other animals here to kind of fill the void. But we don't have that this time. So now it's like there's no animals here. And I find myself at least 20 times a day, like looking on the floor for her, seeing where she is, seeing, oh, does she have to go out? Is it time for her medications? Like we had this routine with her for so long that it's like really, really different.
Yeah.
I got out of the shower yesterday and she's usually right there. Would lay on my bath mat and I'd have to say, "Excuse me, Wanda, excuse me, I need to get out of the shower." And she'd get up and move, but she wasn't there, today.
There's people on social medias, our Charles, appreciated it. I'm lighting a special candle for her and for you, Robert and Wendy. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been hard. I think most people, have had an experience like this, and it's like losing a family member. She was with us for 9 years. We adopted her as an older dog.
Yeah.
We weren't quite sure exactly how old she was.
Yeah.
So we were told, I think she was 8 years old.
At first, they need us, and then we need them.
Yeah.
Wishing you comfort and peace during this difficult time.
Thank
Love you
you.
guys, and that's from our producer.
Thank you. Yeah, it's tough. She was a funny little dog, and she would, like, every night we would sit down on the couch and watch a program or whatever, and she would jump on the couch and she would always go to Robert because Robert was just kind of like a softie, and she would sit on the side right by him and like jump up on his shoulder and like
talk to me,
like bark and stuff. And Robert would look at her and say, do you want a treat? And she would jump and get so excited and run into the kitchen because she knew that, she was getting a treat. Yeah, she was always with us. We brought her, she flew with me all the time. She was a frequent flyer. She was on the pontoon with us. We traveled. Anytime we went in the car to pick up food or do anything, she was with us. And she was really an integral part of our daily life. Like she was, entwined in every hour of our day. And, normally she'd be sitting here on the floor on this chair cushion that we leave on the floor for her. And the chair cushion is still there.
Yeah, I want it there.
Her ramps are still up. Her bed is still there. I don't know, when I'm going to be able to take them down. I do want to get the ramp out of the living room because that's kind of always in my way. So I'll get rid of that one. But,
this is
weird.
hard.
Like,
and
I kind of hear her sometimes. Like,
yeah. Well, I look for her all the time because
Yeah.
I don't want to kick her.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you bringing this up. I just wanted to say this before, you can talk a little bit more about her because a lot of people have gone through what we're going through and they really understand. And we just wanted to give an update because we know people have heard her
and
bark.
ask about her. Yeah, they
And
do.
what a
So,
name too that she
well,
had.
she came with that name.
I know.
She
So,
came with the name Wanda, and she knew that name.
yeah.
So we couldn't change it. We
What
could
would you have changed it to?
I don't know. We would have to probably change it to something close to Wanda,
Yeah.
or
Well, she was a Wanda.
she was a Wanda.
That's the thing. It's hilarious.
She was wild. She was a wild girl. I remember taking her to the vet, and on the table, and she would like jump off. Like the
she
vet
had
would
enough.
be like, I'm like, you have to hold her because she's gonna jump off this. She thinks she could fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she also blew a quad tendon like I did.
Yes, she did. And she had surgery. And I told the vet how wild she was. And the vet experienced her wildness, the orthopedic surgeon. So the orthopedic surgeon, when he repaired her knee and the tendon, put fishing line in. So he said, I'm going to put strong fishing line in, like with that I would use for a German Shepherd. So I was like, okay, yes, do that. And after she healed, like we had to keep her quiet. She broke the fishing line of the German Shepherd. And when we brought her back to the vet and they did the x-ray, they just couldn't believe it that she did it. Anyway, her leg did heal up because of scar tissue
that was crazy.
and he did repair her knee. So it did work, but she was a wild little girl, she really is. And you know what? She had a great life and we had a great life with her. And I'm just so grateful that I got to have a dog like her.
Yeah, definitely. That was your puppy. She liked me because she knew that she could play me like a cheap flute, but she loved you.
Yeah, she loved you too.
Hey, thanks again. Hey, I want to say a big peeny gigi to Miisko for the great reports.
Yeah, thank you.
And again, we're going to be at the fair and we're going to be talking about that all the way leading up to there. Guys, everyone be cool, be nice to everyone. If you're listening to the show, you are part of the resistance from Chief Plenty Coops, the ground on which we stand on. It's sacred ground. It's the blood of our ancestors. We need to resist, divest, join a group, run for office, and vote. We're still here. We are the 7th generation.
Planning to ride Metro Transit starting